So you're watching this video due to the fact that you got number 2 on the Google form incorrect. So it has to deal with solving for a side length in a right triangle given a side and an angle. So first, if we look at this, we know we cannot use the Pythagorean theorem because we're not given a third side that's labeled. So we're only given one angle, one side, and a side that we're looking for. So the first step in this process, since we have a right triangle, we know we can use SOHCAHTOA. So we need to identify which trigonometric ratio that we can use to answer this question and solve for x. So the first thing I'm going to do is indicate the angle with an arc that we're given. So this 34 up top. And then based on the other two sides that we're given, we're going to identify them as either opposite, adjacent, or hypotenuse. So the hypotenuse looks like it's going to be over here across from the right angle, but we're not given that. So I'm not going to label that. But if I look at this side, the x, it looks like it's the farthest side away from the 34, so we're going to label this as opposite. And this 16 looks like it's directly next to the angle that we're given, so we're going to label this as the adjacent side. So the only trig ratio that we're given with opposite and adjacent is tangent. So we're going to go ahead and set it up. So I'm going to write tangent of, and the angle always goes inside the parentheses, so in this case we got 34, is equal to opposite, which in this case is x, over the adjacent 16. Since we're solving for a side, we're going to put this side over 1, and we're going to cross multiply. So on the left side, I'm going to be left with x is equal to 16 times the tangent of 34. Don't write any shortcuts here. Just go ahead and write the full thing out about what you're going to type into your calculator. This way, when you go to type it in, we're good to go. So in this case, make sure your calculator is in degree mode, which we are. So I'm in mode. It says degree mode. We're good. So then in my calculator, I'm just going to type in 16 times the tangent of 34. Enter. And in this case, it's asking us to round to the nearest tenth, which in this case, the 10th spot would be the 7. But this 9 tells us to round this 7 up to an 8. So therefore, the value of x is going to be 10.8. Now go ahead and try to answer number 2 on the Google form correctly, having watched this video.